Yo, haha, Miltnificent. What is good, YouTube? Your boy Miltnificent coming back with another quick video. Today we have a sneaker review. We got the Nike SB Dunk Low Pro, at least the Run the Jewels. And I kind of was like surprised, at least when I got this, because some people either may know or may not know the story behind Run the Jewels, but I'm going to break that down really quick, at least my summarized version. Of course, there was a Nike SB Dunk High Pro that released, but your boy was kind of more interested in the actual shock drop release of the Low. Now, this was a limited edition quick strike. Again, I'll get into that momentarily, but we got to talk about this because I thought that the box was going to look like this, which is the original OG box. Instead, the box actually came like this. And again, I'm going to talk about this momentarily. When you look at the labeling, you notice that there's two differences. Of course, just like I said previously, you'll see the Pro on here, but on here, this is the actual OG. So there are a little bit of, in terms of differences for the Nike SB Dunk Low, the Pro version and the regular OG version. There's some tech differences. I'll kind of summarize that towards the end of the video. It'll make sense. So with that said and done, man, let's get straight into it because, man, this one's a sleeper. This is actually my first Nike SB Dunk Low Pro on the Miltnificent channel. So let's see what's going on here. Of course, you got this like nice, slick, smooth Nike SB Dunk. It's a smooth box. And of course, cream style, and of course, size 13. Now, let me kind of get into this because I'm pretty sure that the Low was more limited than the High in terms of the Nike SB Dunk Run the Jewels. So for those that don't know, Run the Jewels is I want to say it's like a multiple, think of it like this. It's an album that released 4 different times, if I'm not mistaken, because between LP and Killer Mike, who ironically, these two music producers met through, and out of all places, I don't know how many people remember this, Cartoon Network Adult Swim. Now, I had no idea about that history, but that is exactly how those two met. In fact, in 2013, they released kind of like a free download album, kind of to test the waters, at least with their fans, you know, combining their music together and then just doing this great, courageous collab that ended up leading to the first Run the Jewels album. Now, of course, over the years, people start liking the music. And of course, when they get to Run the Jewels 3 and 4, if you look at Run the Jewels 3, that colorway is kind of close to the Nike SB Dunk Low Pro version that they released. And you look at the album Run the Jewels 4, and you look at the pink version, that kind of is a representation of the Nike SB Dunk High. Now, if you're looking at the symbols, right, you see a... I got to be careful because this is YouTube. I'm not promoting violence, but this is kind of like, I'll call it the point symbol, right? Kind of like a stick-up symbol. And the other symbol that you're looking at is a closed fist. So think of it this way. Run the Jewels, for those that aren't familiar with the term, Run the Jewels, it's kind of like a robbery. Think of it like, I'm taking your jewelry from you, right? And when you're looking at the closed fist, that portion is, I have the jewels in my hand. So just keep that in the back of your mind. If I ever say, and I probably won't say this, Run the Jewel, I won't say RDG, but if Run the Jewels is kind of the theme of the whole, not just album, but the actual shoe. So I kind of wanted to give people that background story because I know a lot of people are like, what's this? What does the symbol mean? LP, okay, and Killer Mike working together on the Run the Jewels album. So with that said and done, man, let's get into the actual shoe because the stuff that I read, I had to make sure that this all makes sense. And of course, I open the box up and I see like a faded out, I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of like a faded out stamp towards the inside, for those that are wondering. This actually came, again, from the Shock Drop, or at least the Sneakers Cam release that kind of exposed a digital portion, or at least photo, of this shoe. So, buddy. Yeah. Now, I was looking at the pictures. I was a little skeptical. But when you see this in hand, you feel it in hand, whew, this is a entirely different opinion. Now, of course, this does have your standard. I don't see anything else in here. Oh, the wax paper right here. Of course, you see this with most Nike SB Dunk lows. And of course, if you're wondering about this collaboration, I know Nike's doing a series of releases with different musical artists. To commemorate, this is actually celebrating 50 years of hip hop. So this trend is kind of continue on from here. And I also see a nice little timestamp, or at least a sticker on the inside of the box. So the box is done. Let's get straight into the shoe. Now, I am honestly shocked at what I'm seeing, because I see 3 different shades of blue. And the way that this was classified, I want people to kind of look at this from an overall perspective, is that if I understand this correctly, when you're looking at the mudguard, the quarter panels, that is like a marina blue. It's suede. It's like a, I want to call it a nappy suede. It's kind of like a, excuse me, like a rough suede. Whereas on the Vamp, it's like what they classify this as. I want to say that this is a university blue is what they classified this as. And then this is kind of like a, oh man, I want to say like this. It's not really like a turquoise looking colorway, but to me, it was like a hyper blue, if that makes sense. It's like 3 different blues that I thought that would not be able to come together, but somehow it comes together on this shoe. And of course, on the actual tongue, got something in my throat. Pause. On the tongue, there is a there's a crack, kind of soft leather material that they put on there, but the upper, at least the Vamp, is, in my opinion, that's just like a smooth, real smooth suede. And of course, when you look towards the heel, at least the Vamp heel, that continue on with that cracked leather theme, and the gold Nike stitching on the back. And of course, that suede, oh, that smooth suede, that feels good. And actually continues on to the actual pink swoosh, right? On the lateral and the medial side. But this translucent outsole, holy smokes, this blue translucent outsole. If you look carefully, it does say Run the Jewels behind it. If you're kind of trying to read and try to figure out what it is, it's just basically different types of fonts that have Run the Jewels kind of from the top and the bottom. And of course, gotta have that like foam style Nike SB Dunk Pro in the middle. Again, I'll kind of jump into that momentarily, but this does come with 3 sets of laces. So you have your standard oval style laces for the Nike SB Dunk. And then this one, I don't know if it's like, it kind of has like a velvet. If you look at it carefully, like when you look between the ridges of the actual stock laces, it feels like there's a little bit of velvet in between the ridges. So I'm going to kind of show that so you can see that. I actually might leave this stock, but what I'm going to do on the on feet is I'm going to interchange all the laces so you can see 3 different hits of this shoe with the 3 different laces on. Don't worry about that. Got you covered. But, you know, comment below. Let me know what you think of the Nike SB Dunk Low Pro Run the Jewels. I think that this was executed to perfection. And, of course, you got to have the Nike SB Dunk, at least tag on the front of the tongue. Gold style hits. Again, when I saw this on the actual pictures, to me, it was like there's no way you can put all 3 blues like this together and make this work. But then again, when you see this up close and you feel it, it completely changed my perception of this shoe. Now, here's what I wanted to get into, because this is considered the Nike SB Dunk Low Pro, while this is considered the Nike SB Dunk OG. Here are the subtle differences. As I kind of pointed out when I was looking at the translucent outsole that you can see on the Pro, is that the Pro usually has like this, I don't know if it's like foam. I want to say it's like a foam insert right here. Whereas this does not. And of course, the Pro, if I'm not mistaken, weighs a little bit more and it's a little bit skinnier than the actual OG. That's what I've been told. Now, I do feel a weight difference between the Pro and the regular, so there is some truth to that. Now, there's a little a little secret about this shoe that I'm going to reveal that some people may or may not know about. So for this, at least for me to do this, I have to take out the insole to reveal what the secret is. So before we get into the on feet, let me see if I can pull out both insoles. Of course, this is on the right side, so let's start on the right side. Take this out. Most Nike SB Dunks have that zoom kind of like unit on the back of the insole. You can see that right there. But if you're also looking, notice it says HBD Mike. Of course, when you look at 4/20/1975, that is the year of Killer Mike's birthday. Closed fist symbol right there. Now this is on the right side. Right side, the insole. Man, look feel how thick this is. But I mean, when you feel like even the insole feels good, like that is dope. Anyway, this is the right side. Let me pull out the left side so you guys can see what that also looks like. Because when I felt this, at least when I saw the execution, I was like, that was pretty slick. That's pretty slick. Now, most people can figure out the right side without blinking. The left side is a little bit more subtle. So if you look on the left side, you can see where it has that pointy symbol. We'll call it the pointy symbol for YouTube's reference. When you flip it to the back, it says Jamili. Now, that is the nickname for LP, right? So Jamie Maline. I don't know if it's Maline or Maline, one of them, because I know that the last name is kind of like a French name, last name. Of course, there goes my phone going off. But when you look on the date, it reads April 20th, 2010. Now, keep in mind, that is not his birthday. I know Killer Mike decided to put his birthday on at least his side of the insole, but this is actually the first date where Jamie kind of went on a date with his soon-to-be wife. So I thought that was pretty dope to put that exclusively, especially when you're doing a collab with Nike and you feature that in the shoe, and it's kind of hidden unless you take out, you won't know until you take the insole out and you kind of see that. So hopefully you guys see that. And I am a size 13 for those people who are wondering. So your boy Miltnificent, man, that is the Nike SB Dunk Low Pro Run the Jewels, first on the Miltnificent channel. With that said and done, man, you know what time it is. It's time for that on feet. We're going to do the lace swap so you can see this from all 3 different laces. Comment below. Let me know what you think of the shoe. And let me know what kind of lace you think is going to look better when I lace this thing up, because it's going to look nice, man. Your boy Miltnificent, man. I am out. I got so much more coming, it's not even funny. Just didn't sound right. You guys, stay blessed. It's your boy Miltnificent and Firebox teaming up because we would like to give you guys 10% off any Firebox merchandise. All you have to do is click the link in the description below, use code MillyMilt, and you're on your way. I am out. You guys, stay blessed.